late afternoon. It's about 3-ish. I'm looking on my clock. It's 4 o'clock to be exact. I don't expect anybody to come on live, but I think that the video that I just posted, I want to try to share my Facebook page. There we go. Happens. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to try to reshare this again, and we're going to see what happens. Mind you that my phone is a little bit slow. I am on my tablet. There we go. All right. I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes of talking on this line. Excuse me, because right now my phone is acting silly. So I can only do small videos on my phone. But if we got good connection here, please enjoy this small video. This is a pre-vid of what you will see in September. I'm making 10 videos that are based upon Yada Awaken. This is not a video saying that I'm hating, I'm jealous. This is not a video that's saying that I wish that I had what he had. This is a video that's dedicated to young men and young women, including the older men and the older women that claim to be adults. And from a person who has been in the conscious community, I consider myself woke, but I consider myself a person with common thinking skills. This video is dedicated to anyone that has watched over the last 5 years a man by the name of Yada Awaken. And as I'm getting my groceries together and getting my day started, although it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I hope somebody gets this message. I don't know how long it's going to take for YouTube to actually uh, download this video on my personal health page, but I put it on my health page, not my biker page, not my personal page, but my health page for a reason. Social influencers on social media are some of the most dirtiest, parasitic people that unfortunately will tear up a relationship and tear up a person's life because they're trying to reach a certain level of popularity and fame, and they're not teaching the lessons. I start this video off with these words: your humility will get you further than your ego ever will. So as I'm getting my groceries and all of my cleansing products together, I'm going to shout this out to all the young men who may have heard Yada, who may have heard how he promotes the women to such a high esteem, but he shoves the man down to the lowest. And women celebrate this, telling them about all these dusty bums and all these dirty men that they see doing all this dirt, and he's advertising it. Number one, anybody that goes that hard to disrespect another person, you need to check their resume. Anybody that sits here and disrespects women or disrespects a man, and in this case, goes so hard to disrespect men, showing that men are not worthy of a woman's respect, a woman's love, a woman's admiration, then I highly suggest that you take a look at this person's pedigree before you start actually following his advice. And following his advice is something that I've not seen any of the seeds that he's planted turn to become the roots, the trees, the leaves, the flowers, the plants, the food source, etc. I have not seen the fruit of what he has bared. The only thing that I have seen this man do, and if anyone who watches this video would like to correct me on that, I can be reached very easily by this page. All of the things that Yada speaks on over the last 5 years, have you ever heard that man say thank you for the continuous support of his brand? I do this consistently with my brand. Anyone that's in business, if you don't thank people, it shows that you're only out for yourself. That's my opinion. I'm going to stick to it. The next time that you watch any of these videos, I highly encourage you to do the following. Observe. Why do I say observe? Because that's what women do when it comes to men. They observe. You are in a society where money is the only important thing and what a person can get off of you monetarily. Being a man, whether you are in a mansion or you're homeless, does not stop you from being the man that you are. Do not allow anyone to tell you that you're not a man because you're not paying all of the bills in the house. Do not let someone tell you that you're not a man because you live in a one-bedroom apartment, a studio apartment, or your car is not the best car on the planet, or you don't have as many girls that you can take out to 4- and 5-star restaurants or vacations and trips. Do not let a person that trophies his wife on social media bragging about to tell you that you're not a man because you can't do what he does. Don't let anyone tell you that because you're paying 50% on something that you're not a man. And yet they dare not reverse it and say, well, if a woman is only given 50%, is she less of a woman? The problem with the people that follow Yada are they young, they're not using their brain, and they're not thinking about anything that this man says to make sense of anything that this man says. I'm speaking this way, not because I got glitches, but I'm speaking this way so that you can hear every word that I'm saying. You have modern day women that will never get it. They are so stuck up in their butts that they actually think that their feces smell like roses and will argue you down when you're telling them, no, that's feces, that's not perfume, and will look at you and figure a way to make you feel guilty. There are women that claim that there are not enough good men out here and they're putting their hands on them like they're men and knowing that that man is not going to put his hands on you. For when they do, then all of that roo ha rah, you ain't a man, this turns into that man hurt me. This is the doctrine that is not being explained properly. And as a 54-year-old man, although I don't look it, I'm telling you, stop listening to people who you do not know, that do not have your best interests, and they're telling you about what a man is and what a woman is and what a man isn't and what a woman isn't. And they're not in the same room opposite of that person to actually speak on what he is saying. You watch this man walking from his alleged house or mansion, and he's talking about things like, and I will make a video on this, don't ever let a homeless man move in with you. Don't ever let a homeless man move in with you paying bills. He will disrespect you, tear up your furniture, he will ruin you. And he gets very poetic with everything that that man who's homeless is going to do. A homeless man that can pay somebody else's bills is not going to be homeless for a while because they'll be able to take care of their own place. And the persons that he's speaking on are not men, they're little boys. A man, whether or not he's in a bad situation or is in the best situation, is not going to put his problems on somebody else to fix, but a woman would. If you have offense to what I said, then let me ask you this question. Why are you on social aid? Why are you on Medicaid? Why are you on SNAP and EBT? What did you do to get there? And don't blame the man, because if you're blaming the man for something that you have the incredible ability, according to Yada, to get out of, then the problem ain't the man. The problem is the choice you chose to be with. And now I'm going to use that 54 women lashed at me for saying. Those words were reverse it. Reverse it. Don't bring a homeless man into your house that's paying all the bills. So is that same philosophy for a homeless woman? If a man is only paying 50% of all of the bills, he's not a man. Well, if a woman is paying 50% of all the bills, is she not a woman? Can a woman actually look at this without saying that's not how things are supposed to be? Because in this day and age, that's how things are. Only when it benefits you, you ignore anything that makes sense. But when it doesn't benefit us, you're the first to complain. When we are taking care of ourselves, and when we are in our own houses, and when we are opening up businesses and we're successful, we don't get the same admiration and the same popularity and the promotions and the endorsements like the women do. Look on social media and see how many businesses ran by women get all of this advertisement, but how many men of this hue get that unless they have to do it themselves. So yes, I agree we are not the same, but I agree that we're not the same because the same blessings that you get, women, we don't get. But when we get it, you don't acknowledge us for working hard to get to that point, but you want us to acknowledge you. Am I wrong for saying that? Next month, we're going to go into all of that. I ask you all very carefully, with a good heart, a person that at one point in time, I was homeless. So when I hear things like this coming from a young boy that says anything out of his mouth to get your attention, it scares me because the next thing that he'll be doing is telling you things that will get you killed, that will end up getting you homeless, that will end up putting you in the hospital. Yada, awaken, is saying a lot of things in the manner of a soap opera. And you all are getting caught up in the soap opera. What you all are not realizing about that soap opera is that it's fictional. Yada and a clown have the same thing, entertainment. The only difference is when that clown finishes up his or her job doing clown work, they go home. They take off the makeup. They clean themselves and they get back to reality. What you all are not doing, my beautiful women, is taking off the makeup, taking off the character, cleaning yourselves and getting back to reality. The reality is in 2026, with a man like Yada fawning about all the things that he gives his wife, fawning the house, fawning the lifestyle that he's living, and has the audacity to tell a man that he's not a man because he can't buy a planet in the next solar system or an army for his wife like he does or whatever. The average income right now is on pins and needles. The average American, if you want to just say American, is between 2 and 1 month away from being homeless. The average American that has children is spending more money just to feed themselves, put gas in their car, and go to work and maintain all necessities than ever before. Anybody that is contributing 50-50 in any situation right now is a blessing. And if you are too stupid to understand that if you got 50% of somebody, it's because they loved you 100%. A relationship, for all of our young folks, is 50-50, not a 50-50 relationship. A relationship is 50-50. Allow me to repeat that again. Yada and this 50-50 issue is not the problem. The 50-50 issue is being presented in the worst possible way ever. The same way that the snake in the garden beguiled Eve to eat the fruit, and she gave it to Adam, and all chaos broke loose. And the serpent, though his legs were taken off and he had to walk, he had to crawl to and fro on the earth, never took accountability for what he did. Never said sorry to Eve, never said sorry to Adam, never apologized to the Most High according to the book. This man is going to our women like that snake in the garden and telling them, if you eat of this fruit, you will not die. You will be like God. What is Yada's product called? Stay with me. Apple of Eve. Why, out of all the names to call a health product, do you call it Apple of Eve? We all know, if you biblical, what happened in the Garden of Eden. To whom? Who did he go to? He went to Eve. Who didn't he go to? He didn't go to Adam. Why? Because Adam knew who he was. She didn't know who he was. So it was easier to beguile the woman who did not know who he was and tantalize her and make her feel a certain way and give her something that he knew would cause more problems than peace. Yada comes with this beautiful all praises, give praise, beautiful smile, nice outfits, and now he's doing the dicker beads as okay, I'm a Muslim, wearing having the dicker beads and looking all plush with his wife with the Imram on, and they're having these beautiful conversations about what a man is, and he has these beautiful soliloquies about the woman not being able to pay her bills, and he comes out with a 10,000 stack. It's okay, don't worry about it. That's what we supposed to do. Such. I'm from Chicago. That's called simping. That's called simping. But women love it because it's very easy to beguile you, but yet you can't see the truth. I'm not going to get into his domestic issues. I'm not going to get into his arrest record. I'm not going to get into the things that you can look up and see yourself. I'm speaking as far as pay attention to what you're listening to online. He's going to have several videos that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to make a complete video out of so you can see for yourself. And it's not me ad-libbing. It's not me putting anything into what he said. I'm going to go directly into what he says, how damaging it is, and how you're supposed to deal with it. I'll start with this one. Men, you will never lose women chasing money, but you will lose money chasing women. Stop chasing something that's chasing after you when you get yourself together. Your focus in life is not a woman. Your focus in life is to make yourself a better version of you. You can take this advice from a person that after 10 years of experiencing cancer, being homeless, having to start over again, and now I'm grateful to be in a place in where I'm talking to you at. Stop chasing something that's already chasing after you. All you have to do is get your money together, focus on the next 3 and 4 years of your life, and work hard to get yourself together. Girlfriends come and go. Money comes and goes. But money, structured properly, can give you the life that you will never have to go back to being broke ever again. A woman on the other end, if she's not trying to see your vision and help you reach that goal, then you don't need to be wasting your time with them. Most of the women that he caters to are bitter They're looking for excuses, and like third grade and fourth grade kids in grammar school, when they get brand new clothes, they want to make a person who doesn't have it feel bad because they don't have, because they can't afford it. This is the doctrine that Yada is promoting, and I caution everybody, please be very careful of the people that you listen to on social media. And without further ado, I'm going to end it here. Young men, one day should be equivalent to 3 days of work. If you work in that manner, you'll never be broke. You'll never be late. You'll never be off your square. One day should be equivalent to 3 days of work. Get you a pad, get you a pencil, get you a pen, and write down your goals and focus on getting those goals done, one goal at a time. But get to the point in your life where 3 days of work you can accomplish in one day. If you continue working in that manner, you will always be ahead of yourself. Do the same thing with your money. Do the same thing with your investments. Always have an A and B and C. And I'm from Chicago. We have an old hustler's creed. The creed of a hustler is, for one idea, you need 5 ideas to counter that one idea. And for every fifth idea, have 5 ideas for those 5 ideas. And you'll never be without ideas. You'll always stay on point. This is the doctrine that if this young boy by the name of Yada could see the bigger picture instead of seeing his ego, I wouldn't make these videos. September 1st, look for the videos and learn. And I hope that you all take this with a peaceful mind, a peaceful spirit, a peaceful heart. Don't let nobody ever tell you that you're not worthy because you don't meet up to their expectations. Get up. You're going to go through stuff, but you're going to get through it. And when you get through it, I'm telling you now, people who are sitting here telling you that you ain't this are going to look at you and realize, damn, he did it. Damn, she did it. But when you get there, always give thanks. And this is my biggest problem with a man by the name of Yada. So, for all of the fans of Yada that want to come in and snap on me, before he reaches out to me, which I'm sure after these videos are over, he will, pay attention to the person that's talking right now. If you followed Yada Awaken, do me a favor. Look on any of the videos that you watch him. Watch him talk about his wife. Watch him talk about what a man isn't. Watch him make these AI generated videos and these stupid soliloquies about bummy men. But he never says thank you for the continuous support of what I do. He has never said thank you for the support of what I do. He has never, while he's watching his wife soak up the sun when she was pregnant in the swimming pool, he has never said, thank you for giving me the life that I can give to my wife. While he's sitting up here walking down his mansion, if that's really his, because I really believe he's renting to own it, he has never said, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to my videos. I want to know how my videos has influenced. Huh? I want to know if this actually is helping you. I'm looking at you say, I think his product works. It's not the product. It's not the fact that the product doesn't work. It's the fact that what he promotes that is destructive. I'm not, before we go any further, my friend, I'm not talking about Apple of Eve. I'm talking about the concept of Apple of Eve. I was a part of several different priesthoods. I know a lot about the Garden of Eden. I know a lot about Eve. I know about Adam. I know a lot about the angels, the guardians, everything that was going on in that particular area. And it's not what they talk about. But allegorically, why would you call a product based upon a situation that took place in this place in the Bible that separated two people from paradise? Because of your words, because of what you influenced through your words. Yada is not a stupid person. He's a very smart gentleman that knows how to play the game. But if this man cannot show you the proof of all of his philosophies, helping men and women have better relationships, helping men be able to pay all of the bills in the house, helping women find stronger men to actually give them the life that they want, and helping men get out of the dusty ass bumism that he speaks about so highly, and have videos actually showing what he's done work, then he's not the person that he claims to be. One video, one person, one family, one man, one woman showing that his philosophy about the 50-50, I've applied it and my life has been better. My relationship with my wife is better, or my relationship with my husband is better. My family is doing a lot better based upon what this man has taught me. Have you seen one video of someone that has listened to this philosophy? And that's one. But you will see women on here talking about, yeah, these dusty men and these men don't want it, and we doing better than them and such and such and such and such. But you never hear men talk about it because it's the women like wolves that look to find somebody to call them out their names. I've seen this. Women will call you out of your name, but will not have an actual conversation without them getting overly emotional, overly boisterous, want to yell over you and disrespect you. If you've ever seen any of the videos that Yada has had, he has never given solutions. He only celebrates the problem. The only solution that he shows you is what he has done, how he's living. Where are the people that follow him that are doing just as good as him? I wait, and don't give me the Africans, because that's where he gets his concept from, because a lot of Africans don't like us over here. And he's jocking. I'm off this line. Chime in. Let me know what you think about what I said. September 1st, the videos are coming.